Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains, venture down to the darkest caves, build anything you want, day or night, rain or shine, because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle, invent a new machine, or take a ride on a roller coaster, play with friends, build your own little community, protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft, and fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do, with no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you.
The first excellent World War II RTS game is finally here. Relic Entertainment, the same people who brought us Homeworld and Dawn of War, come out with a really fast-paced action RTS set in World War II that just blows everything that's come before out of the water and is going to set the bar really high for anybody that's trying to bring a World War II game out after this. The basic principle behind the game will be familiar to anybody that's played Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War. It's based around resource points and strategic points that you have to send units out to capture. These points then give you resources in order to buy new units and send more units out to battle the enemy and eventually take over the entire map. The interesting thing about the way Company of Heroes handles these resources is that there's actually 3 resources, and these points actually have different values associated with them. So strategically, you're going to want to go out and capture high resource points first. But in order to get these resources back to your base, you actually have to have territories that are connected all the way up to that resource point. That means in order to cut off the supply lines of an enemy, you can actually just go past their front line and take out one of their points, and then they're not going to get any more resources. Both the Axis and the Allies have a lot of different units that they're going to bring out onto the field. They've got basic infantry, they've got engineers, they've got half-tracks and huge armor and special armor like the QIWI rocket tank or the Tiger tank that comes out that just has a lot more power than any other tank on the battlefield. All of these units can also be upgraded with special abilities and or special weapons. For instance, a half-track can be upgraded with a quad gun that just mows down infantry, while infantry might be able to be upgraded with a bar machine gun. Players will also be able to customize their armies more with the addition of the command tree. Both the Axis and the Allies have 3 different command trees to go down. You can assign different points to each of the different abilities inside these command trees that give special powers like artillery strikes or calling in off-map units like tanks and infantry. All of this is put together in a completely destructible environment. That means the map is going to change absolutely drastically by the end of the game. Whether it's in a single-player campaign mission or a multiplayer map, everything can be wiped out. That means walls, buildings, hedgerows, whatever you can see can be destroyed. What this does is open up new strategic options like new cover and new choke points. So players are really going to have to think about what they destroy before they destroy it. The game comes with both a single-player campaign and a multiplayer and skirmish modes. The campaign follows Able Company and Fox Company paratroopers from the storming of Normandy to the defeat of the 7th Army. The entire campaign is presented with great briefings and amazing cutscenes using the the in-game engine. Campaign missions themselves mostly stay away from the tired idea of finding a base and destroying it. These missions are structured like they might be in real life, such as capturing a road and protecting it, capturing a town and holding it from a German counterattack, or cutting off the path of retreat of the German army so it can't escape and reinforce later into the war. All of these missions are incredibly exciting and introduce players into some of the more complex gameplay mechanics over time in order to get you up to the point where you really can play skirmish and multiplayer effectively. Multiplayer and skirmish take ideas that Relic has thought up before with Dawn of War and makes them even more exciting. Those extra resource points really create new opportunities for strategic decisions. And the best mode in multiplayer also takes advantage of new points called victory points.
The sands of time have run out, son of Duratan. The cries of war echo upon the winds. The remnants of the past scar the land. Besieged once again by conflict. Heroes arise to challenge fate and lead their brethren to battle. As mortal armies rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow comes to consume us all. You must rally the Horde and lead your people to their destiny. Seek me out.
Каждый выстрел, который ты не сделал, это промах. Это точно не про меня. Я стреляю всегда. Оказывается, целей сегодня довольно много. Да они даже броню мою поцарапать не могут. Ладно, этого никто не видел. Так вот, они не сумели даже... Так, ну все. Хотите поиграть? Ну давайте поиграем. На тебе! Я что, низкую сложность выбрал? Учись! Полный оборот! Без прицела! На! Голову! Ты псих, бро! Я могу делать это весь день! Этим нубам повезло, что я их тащу. Со мной у человечества есть шанс.